Right. I understand. Although I've seen some of those polls. Well, first of all, have you seen any other polls other than the ones I'm referencing?
Well, it doesn't matter about a poll because nobody knows these people. First of all, there's nobody. Like I said, I will say this: it's an important race because two of the last three treasurers ended up in the United States Senate. But in East Baton Rouge Parish, my friends or people I'm having lunch with today, if I ask them who's running, I don't know if they could maybe even with the street signs and the yard signs and all that stuff, except on a few street corners, there's just nobody's paying attention to this race. I won't be able to say that maybe 10 days from the election, but as of today, it's literally nobody is thinking about it or showing any interest in it as of today. So how would a poll tell me anything when there's no interest and nobody's is really focused on this race? So any poll showing me anyone has 20%, I don't believe it. And if you're all at about 8 or 9%, what does that tell you?
Yeah. So the uncertain and I don't know. I don't know who these people are. That's leading.
Yeah, I mean, it takes $700,000 to get just barely known statewide with what it costs for television. So unless you've saturated television for the last 3 or 4 weeks with major buys, you're just not that well known, and the poll's not going to pick up unless we call it all your supporters. We'd have to almost call, everyone in St. Tammany for Schroder and everybody up along the river parishes for Riser, and then you'd have to call just East Baton Rouge Parish for Angele. So it doesn't mean any of them aren't going to be in the runoff. It just means that at this point in time, there's no polls going to show correctly who's going to be in the runoff. Nobody knows who they are.
Okay, so which I've seen a couple commercials, not too many. One that I saw really struck me, and that was Angele Davis's commercial.
Yeah, she's doing the. I think Roy Fletcher is doing her, and he's taking. Look, it's shock and awe. They don't have a lot of money. This isn't a big money race for any of the candidates. So how do you get Angele Davis with not a lot of money? Nobody knows her. So you say something that you think will stick in the public's mind. If you can associate her with Trump versus the other candidates, and people, since this is really a Republican type turnout, that's probably her best shot. If you like Trump and she's using his name, will it cause you to vote for her? I'm sure that Fletcher's gambling that'll be the case. So I certainly would agree that with as little money as these people have, you better find something that gets the public's attention and causes them to remember you, because you don't have $2 million to get well known on television.